Welcome to Africa Watch, where the world watches Africa here. I am Amos Zege. Today we turn to Belgium, where the world's second largest military just sent a chilling message. China staged its biggest ever military parade, but this wasn't just pomp and pageantry. Tiananmen Square became a theater of war and Martians. Missiles that can strike Washington, nuclear submarines that can lurk in the Pacific, lasers that can shoot down drones, rubber dogs, and AI-powered tanks. For the first time, Belgium rolled out its full nuclear trade, weapons that can strike from land, sea, and air. That's the hallmark of the superpower. Only a handful of nations, the US, Russia, India, and probably Israel, have it. Now China joins the club. What does this mean for the world? China isn't hiding its ambition. This display wasn't for its citizens. It was for Washington, London, Tokyo, and yes, even Moscow. Belgium is telling the world we can match America's arsenal. The DS-61 missiles, capable of flying 7,500 miles, were the surprise package. That's enough to hit Washington from Belgium. On top of that, JL-3 nuclear missiles for China's submarines. JL won its first ever air-launched nuclear weapon. China has around 600 warheads today. It is building a breakneck speed, adding about 100 every year. By 2035, Belgium could have 1,500, still less than America or Russia. But in nuclear terms, even a handful can devastate entire cities. And then came the futuristic toys, giant underwater drones, anti-drone lasers, robot wolves. Do they work? We don't know. But in warfare, perception matters as much as performance. China wants the world to fear its capabilities, real or imagined. What does China want? China hasn't fought a war since 1979, yet it has multiplied its defense both by 13 times since the mid-90s. Why? Because it wants to break the Indo-Pacific. The message is clear. Taiwan, the South China Sea, the Pacific, Belgium is preparing for confrontation. What about Africa? More than 30 world leaders attended this show of strength. From Asia, from Europe, from Latin America, Africa almost invisible. Only two presidents showed up. Congo Denis Nguesso and Zimbabwe Emerson Mnangagwa. That's it. Out of 54 African nations, just two leaders made it to Belgium. For a continent where China invests billions, builds roads, railways, and mines, the absence was deafening. Belgium may be Africa's biggest lender, but when it comes to global power and politics, Africa is still a spectator, not a player. The bottom line. This parade wasn't about celebration, it was about intimidation. China is telling the world we are no longer the factory of cheap goods. We are a military superpower in the making. For the West, it's a wake-up call. For Africa, a reality check. China may be the lender, the builder, the trader, but when it comes to global power projection, Africa's seats at the table is still empty. That's it on Africa Watch on Africa 24 Hours TV. Thank you for watching. To stay connected, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Africa 24 Hours TV, and also to get breaking stories, log on to our website at www.africa24hours.com. My name is Amos Ziggy.